Welcome to Postal. Postal is a 1997 isometric top-down shooter video game developed by Running with Scissors and published by Ripcord Games. Players assume the role of the Postal Dude, a man who commits mass murder throughout the fictional town of Paradise, Arizona to cure what he believes to be a hate plague released by the United States Air Force. You might have noticed that this version of the game is called Redux because it's a remake of the original game with new things added to gameplay and overall looks much better than the original game. This game also has multiplayer mode, a rampage mode, and an extra levels pack, and they all have their own unique ending, but we are here just to cover the basic campaign of the game, so let's dive in.
The earth is hungry, its heart throbs and demands pleasing. The earth is also thirsty.
The game begins in front of Postal Dude's home, and we are surrounded by cops. And like any other human would, we will kill them all. The main objective of the game is to kill everything on sight. Doesn't matter if they are cops, bystanders, or even animals. They count towards the completion of the game, which and they are named as hostiles. That text, before the level begun, seemed weird to you? Well, here's what is written on the war journal from the original Postal manual.
Moving to Paradise was a tragic mistake. People here are sick. I hear gunshots, screams after dark. Now the phone calls, saying I'm being thrown out of this house. My house. Wearing Kevlar vest and carrying a sidearm at all times.
Either there's something wrong with this town, or Postal Dude is going nuts. Once you reach the percentage of hostiles killed, you can progress to the next level.
Blast are the meek, for they make easy targets.
We got to the truck stop, and we get a new gun, the revolver, which practically instant kills anything. Every time you pass a level, your health and ammo will replenish, except for the first gun, since it has infinite ammo. You gotta be careful around levels based on gas stations, since they usually have a lot of explosives.
That's a boomstick.
In case you're wondering, no, that's not Postal Dude's voice, at least, not this Postal Dude. Fans of the Postal series already know this, but Postal Dude was voiced by Rick Hunter in Postal 2.
I regret nothing.
But in this game, he doesn't voice the dude, he voices something else, something called
The demon.
But let's not talk about that for now. Let's talk about the next war journal entry.
Worst fear confirmed. Group of lunatics tried to invade my home. Must get to the truck stop and sheriff. See if anyone there can help me. Afraid only God can help me now.
Everybody dies.
The air ripens with the odors of the dead and dying. It smells like victory.
This is the police.
That loading screen art was very peculiar, was it not? To Postal Dudes, the game does have multiplayer in both the original and the remake, but why would it be here if we are in single player? We shall see soon. The next entry of the journal says,
Like animals, even the sheriff, everyone here is infected with something. Something in the air or water. Don't know. Maybe from the air or space. Or not. That space may turn out to be my last hope.
how does the military have anything to do with a virus? I don't know, I'm not following his logic either, but we just gotta press on.
Just kill me now. Stop or I'll shoot.
A glorious supreme swan, 16 kilometers led the death away.
This level is infamous for one single thing. You may judge me for this, but I think that felt very good to do. This is the last time that Postal Dude will refer to the journal as a diary, and he will start calling it a war journal after this. The diary says,
Must face the possibility that I am only an infected person in Paradise. Air Force must napalm the entire town. Ensure this madness doesn't contaminate rest of country. Wait, I hear music. Damn, it is music. Better check this out.
well, too bad the music is gone now. This is not the last time a tragedy involving a parade happens in the Postal series.
Life is cheap, death is free, and now, supplies are limited off of oil in Arizona.
Now we have a top-down view instead of isometrical, which honestly takes away its charm. Now, in this level and forward, the journal will be called War Journal officially.
It's war now. That parade of murderous maniacs marching down the middle of Main Street was soldering. Everyone here is mad, sick, must attempt to cross the bridge, lose myself in the mines.
You must be wondering why there's not a single song playing. Well, Postal doesn't use many songs in its levels. Most of the soundtrack is background ambience. It's quite spooky, but there's a few bangers here and there.
Furious fireflies materialize against the cavern walls and sunder the earth into dust. Come, little insects, and see the web we've woven.
As expected, it's a cave level, not a particularly interesting one. It's quite short and does a loop around. Nothing interesting to talk about here besides the journal entry.
Didn't think I'd make it. Sitting duck on a bridge, must work my way through these caverns. They open into the junkyard on far side of town. Either way, I'll have the advantage in these narrow mines. Eviscerating organs of my enemies as party huts, where their shred entrails and empties, and oh, how I shall dance.
He's coming this way!
These are getting more morbid the further we go. Doesn't help that the War Journal is also sounding insane.
Crossed the bridge, successfully navigated the underground mines and have emerged into the salvage yard. And now straight in my mind about what I have to do and will do it as efficiently and remorselessly as possible.
Feels good. All pay.
Human trash spills from its containers as death rains down upon them, sweeping the streets in a cleansing cloud of scud blood.
These levels get a bit harder the further we go. There's a few soldiers patrolling the streets, and hostiles with rocket launchers. Good thing we are in one-man army.
There must be others like me. In use this joint warfare, whatever it is. Approaching Chandler Park. Maybe some sane people there. Can't you get hopes up, but must not despair either.
They'll all pay.
They did that to themselves. I wasn't even shooting in that direction.
Next stop, Armageddon, the river strikes, Hades, and all points in between. All aboard.
This level is also top-down, but it works to my advantage, since the trains won't be blocking my view from the hostiles and people. This type of game is very therapeutic to me. Does anyone else feel that way with these types of games? Comment down below.
Drenched in blood, mine, others, could I be infected too? Up at the train station. If I can get out, I can warn them. Yes, then I can warn everybody. Feathers will fly, but big birds will not. They will, however, be going south this winter. Far south.
Remember, when I showed an ostrich in the beginning of the video? Doesn't matter if they are cops, bystanders, or even animals. I was not kidding when I said we had to kill everything.
Looks like a farm. Birds, ostriches. Good lord, am I infected? Men like the others must move efficiently. Got to get this dirty job done. Let the feathers fly. Blood splinters everywhere, like a river flowing around me, pulling me in its wake. Paradise. Prepare for deconstruction.
We are officially halfway through the game, and we got quite an arsenal here, but I'm not using most of it, because I'm saving them for the last level. Besides, the shotgun can double tap everything in sight. These later levels have more hostiles than pedestrians, so I recommend having grenades or molotovs to handle their group's blood everywhere.
Like a river flowing around me, pulling me in its wake like a helpless child. It has all got to go now. The whole town. Prepare for deconstruction.
Something interesting that I should point out is how similar these entries are. They mention the Blood River and about the deconstruction. Possibly, because we are a lunatic.
Black leather smoke oils of my nostrils tingling with death's supplies. Human remnants into my clothing like bloody wires, as I continue to wait, give me in flesh, bone and viscera. That neighborhood coming up.
We have now reached the ghetto, and this is where running with scissors H.Q can be found. As a Easter egg, there's also this Steam wallpaper that you can get based on this level, honestly really cool looking. Yeah, there are turrets now, better be careful around them, because they can mess you up.
My head, pounding, must work way toward Air Force Base. Coming to a bad section of town. Dots better be careful, might get bugged.
Sorry.
I am the Celestial Warrior, policing the planet of the stickweeds and poisons which leak out even through the cracks in the cold asphalt sidewalks of the city of City.
We are reaching the bigger levels now. Expect a lot of more gunfire than usual, and more explosions as well. Here's a tip, if you get set on fire, mash the directional buttons away from the fire, and it will force the dude to move away with no much hassle.
Keep wondering about the base. If I run into a flipboard, it has not as guarantee ELL try to put a cap in me. Figure I am infected. Oh, hell, I am gonna die once I get to the city anyhow.
Keep your head, hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the right at all times. You will now change more quickly than just a few minutes.
This is an original level for Postal Redux, where we are in a carnival filled with clowns, and fun fact, you can play as these clowns in the multiplayer. There's a few references in here to future games, but here's my favorite, a pigeon hunt booth. If you played Postal 2, you know what this is referring to.
Hold on.
Proposal for the pigeon mission.
Proposal for the pigeon mission? We ain't got no budget for pigeon mission.
Unfamiliar bright lights got the horizon. As I draw closer, the wind carries the screams of joy, of terror. Is there any difference anymore?
No day in the park. Too much of the blood on me is mine. But the day is not done, and I've the miles to go to make them sleep. Peanut Stage 1.
What kind of park has turrets in its entrance? Oh wait, I forgot.
This is America.
This place is quite populated with people, that should be expected I guess.
Taking too many hits. Not getting weak. See green up ahead. Maybe a forest. Probably a park. Can't you go backwards? Nothing back there but death. Keep moving, soldier.
They'll all pay.
Why is there a turret in a baseball field?
America.
Feast upon the frozen images of molten massacre, as the machineries of death grind relentlessly, mindlessly on.
This is another top-down view level common, not much to add besides the fact that it's a bit long.
The industrial complex is last obstacle between me and the base. Too far to quit now. Whatever waits at the base, I am going to see it with my own eyes.
Show no mercy. Die.
That would have ended me, if I didn't back up.
From the halls of the Vatican to the runways of truth, we are there. At the place called climax, and the time called now. When it has done, let the gods sort it out.
This is the final level, and the hardest, since it's a military base of course, it will be filled to the brim with soldiers and heavy armed hostiles, so gotta use everything at your disposal.
This is it. The new alone. The order. Cannot delay. Cannot listen to action. Come on, Grunt. Let us rock and roll.
Rocket launcher!
Sick.
5 has been cleansed. The source of the corruption has been corked, laid in a body bag and dragged to the outskirts of existence.
Well, this sure is bright and colorful, and only one hostel. This should be easy as pie. What's this, a cemetery? We can't kill this priest. So who died?
Population pressure and the stress of modern life may cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in the popular slang, go postal. Tortured mind, he may feel that he's battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for such individuals to believe that the entire fate of the world rests with them. In the end, our subject has displayed all the classic symptoms of paranoid delusions. We may never know exactly what set him off, but rest assured, we will have plenty of time to study him.
Yeah, that ending was fucked up, but wanna know what's more fucked up than that? The original ending. Yes, it's the postal dude shooting up a school. Throughout the entire game we were being controlled by the entity named Demon, forcing the dude to kill everyone on sight, or rather, we forced him to kill everything on sight. We might have been the demon, because we are the ones controlling him. That's just a theory, and the rest of the franchise doesn't follow up on that plot, since the dude in those games is just a cranky drug addict with anger problems. But that was Postal. Hopefully we can revisit this franchise in a near future with its sequel Postal 2, my favorite in the franchise. Until then, I'm Mr. Presto, and see you in the next video.